Welcome back to JB Reviews. I have a used 2024 GMC Sierra 2500 Denali. And just 2 years ago, if you had bought this truck brand new, you probably could have sold it back for about what you paid for it. That ain't the case right now. I borrowed this truck from Jerry Seiner Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. If you would like to purchase this truck, it is available. It's a good chance to get a nice discount on a used pickup truck. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see what it costs brand new. Base price for this Sierra was $73,200, and that's with the gas engine, but when you add the diesel and a few other things, the price creeps up pretty quickly. So all in all, $88,775, and this truck does have the max trailering package right here. So it's basically an overbuilt 2500. $89,000, huh? That's a lot of money, right? And back then, you're pretty much paying sticker price when they brought these trucks back out with the refresh. Now, normally when I do my used vehicle reviews, I'll show you guys some of the nicks and crannies on the front end. This truck does have some chips on the front bumper. Out here in Utah, it's always a good idea to just do a PPF, even if it's just for the lower bumper, because it does pick up a lot of nicks from like rock chips, right? And grill looks great, headlights look great. Now up here, it's pretty rare that you see damage on the hood because these trucks do sit a little bit higher. Now let's go ahead and check out all four wheels. Tires look great, by the way, and these are the original ones. Here's the rear. Tires again look great. Here's the wheel. Up next. Yeah, I doubt this person totaled with this truck. These tires look great. Now I wanted to show you this wheel. I don't know how you would scuff up a wheel on a HD truck. I've never done it before. Your man card is taken away if you scuff up these wheels. I'm just saying, but looks like they definitely hit something. It's probably the wifey. Wifey always does that, right? Just kidding, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, the truck's in great condition. As far as the interior goes, actually, you know what? Before we show the interior, let's look at the bed. This tends to be the other issue on trucks buying them used. These plastic trim pieces get all scuffed up, which are replaceable. Not a big deal. It's a truck, right? But yeah, the bumpers look pretty good. No damages. It's like little nicks here and there. And here is the bed. Has a spray in, so you're not going to have any major damage back here. Has a fifth wheel prep package, as you guys saw on the window sticker. And yeah, all this looks good. The first thing I always look at on used trucks is how the seats wear. I like to see over time how well they do. And these seats are wearing pretty well. They could probably use some type of renewer maybe right here. But the seats look great. And again, I only have 10,000 miles on it. Here's the floor mats. You can see a little bit of wear on that carpet piece. Those are actually removable, which is nice. I always take mine out. And then I forgot to show you guys under here. I absolutely hate these wax frames. You can see a little bit of signs of like rust. Really what Utah puts down on the roads is not that corrosive compared to like Michigan, New York. So when you see rust on the bottom of a truck, it's just the manufacturer doesn't do a great job with the coating because they use the wax frames versus just using an e-coating, which I like better. And it's easier to clean it too, right? But yeah, the interior looks great. And one thing I like about the Denalis is they come pretty well equipped. You'll get the large screens, dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. This one has the heads-up display. Sunroof, this is an option. But yeah, the truck is in great condition. Now, what is Jerry Seiner selling this truck for? Let's find out. It's worth mentioning this truck does not have any accidents for the Carfax. And right here, it shows on their website, they're selling it for $81,724. And the miles are right here, so 9,493 miles. So the truck was pretty much driven less than 10,000 miles. It probably got purchased, actually I can show you right here. Truck got purchased, yeah, 5 months ago. So yeah, they drove about 10,000 miles in 5 months. I just confirmed that my AT4X rides stiffer than this 2500 with the max trailering package, right? So this is basically an overbuilt 3/4 ton. One thing I just noticed about this truck in particular is there is no lag with the turbocharger. You ready for this? I'm not giving it any gas. All right, let's go ahead and straighten up here. Ready? Watch this. There is no lag with this truck. And I almost wonder if it's because it has the 12-inch ring gear. Like normally, when I drive these trucks brand new, there's so much lag. Like my truck, actually, you know, my truck doesn't have as much lag as it did when it was first new. I think the worst truck I had was my dually. My dually has definitely some lag. I had to almost power boost it when I did my 0 to 60 runs early on, but this truck has virtually no lag from like low speeds, which is really good. But let's get back to the pricing. This truck had an original MSRP of $88,775. Today, a used truck is selling for $81,724. Now, obviously, we don't really know what the depreciation was for the customer, so I'm going to assume, because we all know that the selling price is not what the customer got for this truck, right? So the difference between the price, which is the original MSRP, and the sell price today is $7,051, or a little less than 6%. Okay. Now, typically on a truck like this is basically a brand new truck. They only probably did a small detail for the interior. They probably rotated the tires and maybe changed the oil. That's probably all they did. And the truck was ready to go. It's still under factory warranty, so if any issues arise, they could have had it fixed under warranty. This truck was probably $5,000 less than what you see the sale price for. And I can only assume that that is probably fair for the dealership to make about $5,000 or in that ballpark for what I'm seeing trucks sell for right now, because you can't find new like this for $81,000. I highly doubt you would be able to, unless you either are working for the factory and you get employee pricing, or you work for a dealership and get employee pricing. But I'm pretty sure most people right now can get this truck maybe $5,000 off right now. Just depends on the dealership you go to, and depends on how much inventory they have. But I'm assuming this customer lost about $12,000, or about 13.5% in that ballpark for depreciation. So yeah, the market is definitely cooled down. As I said earlier in the video, in some cases, if you had drove the truck for a year, you probably would have got about what you paid for just 2 years ago, because there was just such a shortage of inventory. But today, there's inventory everywhere, and yeah, I don't really see a lot of these trucks going used, but when you do, they're definitely not close to MSRP. Like my gas truck sold for a lot more because it was the only one in the country that was a high country, but this truck, there's probably a few of these in examples like this on the market. But last thing I'll do is I'll show you guys the numbers on the door, and maybe I'll show you guys what some 2020 to 2023 GMC Sierra Denalis are going for as well. That way you have an idea of the price point of this truck. They have a 2023 GMC Sierra AT4 3500, 14,000 miles, and they have it priced at $74,989. There's a 23 SLT at just under 70 grand, and here's a 21. Now this truck has almost 60,000 miles and it's still 62,900. So these trucks, they don't depreciate that much, especially if they have a diesel engine. It's pretty rare that you see them for less than really 60 grand unless they have over 100,000 miles on them. But here's a 2020, 45,000 miles, 62,300. And then there's a 2019 Denali 2500 with 37,000 miles, really good miles, at just around 56 grand. So at the end of the day, these trucks hold their value pretty well. So I think this is still a pretty good deal, considering you can get the updated interior and the refresh for the exterior at about the same price as a 2023. I don't think I've ever seen this before in my life. Someone pulled off the sticker. So the gross ax weight rating up front is typically 5,600 pounds. The rear on this truck is going to be 7,250 pounds. And gross fuel weight rating is 11,750 right there. And then total payload is 3,315 pounds. Now this does have a higher gross ax weight rating out back because it has the max trailering package. Normally it would be 6,600 pounds if you did not get that package. So yeah, 30,000 pound gross combined weight rating is increased too. And then here's just that yellow sticker too if you want to see that. But I hope you guys liked the video. As I mentioned, the market is definitely cooled down. I'm not sure if Jerry Seiner discounts used cars. I'm pretty sure if you call Frank, he could work with you if you would like to buy this truck. This is a nice one. And as I said, this is a perfect chance to get a new truck, you know, close to $80,000.